Hello again, brethren. This is Y with you again from the Middle East, and I would like to continue with you what I've seen from the Lord. So I think in my previous video I've shared with you regarding what's gonna happen in UK. That's what I felt the Lord is impressing on me. As I've said, this is not like I'm not happy with that good news, but I just like this is just what how I understand it. It just came to me. So at the same time, this March, with what's gonna happen with UK, the same time there will be an attack, and a grievous attack. I have a video I remember, probably it's early January, or not early January. I think I've seen it in the month of December, like that, December, January, and this is what I've seen. Somebody attacked me like from the crowd. I was receiving this wheelchair, and then somebody attacked me from the crowd, but it's not like a syringe that is piercing me with this syringe, but it's not really that painful. But I'm just thinking, oh, why is he even attacking me like that? But this time, this is what I've seen. So I was like, I'm coming. I'm at this point, I'm trying again to find the toilet. So probably again I need I wanted to have some comfort, probably because of still the same thing that with what I'm doing. And then afterwards I found this toilet in a higher place, when after that I went out. So I'm about to meet a person, like we will meet in a passenger point, where the passengers being picked up by public transport, something like that. It's in the corner, and it's a waiting area for passengers, and then these jeepneys are coming, and then the vehicles are coming in. So I'm about to go there, like it's in the crossroad, and then I'm meeting a guy, something like that. So but when we reach this waiting area, like this guy and me, like we are waiting. We just arrived in that area. Suddenly there's this group, a mob, suddenly they attack us, and they were like drug dealers, drug pushers, something like this. And because of the suddenness of the attack, we at first, like, I don't understand why they're attacking us, but it's like really that they're hitting. Like I've seen three to four individuals, something like that. So the guy that I'm with, waiting in that passenger area, it's like we're the only people there waiting. More he was attacked by more people, more like goons, like compared to me. But I was again at this time I have seen a syringe, like it was like stabbed in at the back of my palm again. And I was like, at this time it really hurt me. It was really painful, and that they created like a small wound at the back of my palm at this time. Before, the first time I've seen this, it's like a baby needle for babies, so it's not really it's like an ant bite. But this time it's really painful, and then there's this white substance that it's like crystallized substance that they're pushing on the wound, and they're trying to insert this substance in me. I was like, it's because my tolerance when it comes to pain, that the wounds like that, it's like I'm not really it's low. So it was excruciating, like, oh my gosh, like they're rubbing it onto me like this. And so I was like, and then they when they were done with me, I was like, I was on the ground, I was really agonizing with the pain. But I got more worried when I've seen the guy with me, because with him it's like they took a handful of this I believe it's the substance I'm seeing is drugs. I'm not sure whether it's shabu or cocaine. So they took a handful, and then they the same thing that they've done to me, the same way that they're doing it to him, but they're trying to pushing forcefully more drugs, like a handful of drugs in him. And then I was like I saw somebody like the person I knew, and I know that she's a doctor, so I called help. Like I asked for assistance, and then she came. And she was like she was also like panicking, and then what she did is like she forced the blood to come out of my vein, so that the toxic the toxin would come out. The things that was pressed to me would come out from me. So I'm really worried with the guy that I'm with, because I knew that he's not used to this kind of dosage, and he might go overdose. He might go overdose. So that's what's in my mind. Even when I was in pain, I was really like worried about him, because with that amount of drugs, like it will make him overdose. So that's what I've seen. And then this, for some reason, this scenario was repeated. This scenario was repeated. And then I've seen again, us, the two of us, will be meeting at the same point, at the same time, in this area. And then again, we were attacked by the same people. I believe that these goons were like the syndicate, like they are drug dealers, illegal drug dealers and pushers. The same way that they did to us, the same attack that they did to us, like they stab us with a syringe, and then they push this drugs into our system. I realize what they're doing. I realize the intention. They want to make us, turn us into drug addict. They're trying to, they're really trying to get us hooked with that medicine. That's why forcefully they're infusing it in our they were attacking us, so that we get addicted to it, and then afterwards they will be able to control us, to make us do things that are really like forcefully, that we will not have control of ourselves of. So that's what I've seen. And then this scenario, for some reason, again, the same thing in that same waiting area, like we are about to go, but at this point I got traumatized. I knew that it would happen again. So when I perceived that, like in the background, I'm not seeing them, but I just felt that these people are like hiding in the surroundings, that as soon as we go to that waiting area, they will attack again. At this point, I got so scared because of what I've experienced twice. I just like I ran opposite the road, and I tried to hide myself in the bushes. I tried to hide myself in the bushes, and I'm just because of I got so afraid that I don't want them to see me. Like I decided to myself that I will just wait in the bushes until the morning, because I think that's evening time. But the guy, I believe, will be attacked again for the third time. So that's what I've seen. That's what I said previously. I believe that this is like a warning. It's not really a good sign. When I see this again, previously when I saw this, I was like, I'm thinking, what did I see? What did I see previously? Like as I've said, probably that's December, January when I saw this. I did not pay much attention. I prayed for it, but I'm just wondering, what is it like? I thought there would be like I was not able to really pray for it, that the Lord showed me. But the experience that I had on that season, the attack, the level of attacks, and then I realized, it dawned to me, oh my gosh, this is what I've seen. It's like then the pain like dawned on me, like all the while I'm seeing it, I was not paying attention. Just like what I've seen in my dream, that because there's a wheelchair that will be given to me, because of my business with what I'm doing, because at the same, as I've said, I'm processing certain things, and there's a favor of the Lord that is giving to us, because I was occupied with that thing. I was not paying attention that I was being attacked. I was like bearing it. I was trying to like I tolerated the attack, something like that. And then when I realized, that's the time I felt the pain, but I get over it pretty, not easy, but in prayer, and of course I prayed in the Lord, how will I get out of it? When the people who attacked me, like came into light, like I realized who are these people. It's that's the time I really felt the sting, you know, the prick of that needle. But at this time, as I've said, I really got hurt. So I believe that with what's gonna happen in UK, you know, there will be like chaos. This is not you know, this occasion, of course, they cannot just I think what the changes in the leadership in UK, it's not something that they have planned. So because of that, they will launch, you know, the enemy would launch a really like escalated attacks. And this time they're gonna use these are antichrist spirit. These are antichrist spirit. There is, because it's the spirit, so the attack is global, and then also like national, and then also like micro size into our lives, like that. So that's why we can say that this is not just normal, but it's not just about my life, it's not just about the church, or it's not about my country, but it's really because it's a spirit. It is like, it is the enemy, Satan is doing it on the global scale, and then micro sizes, but it is against the children of God, basically. So and then they're going to use the illegal the syndicate, illegal drug syndicate, because previously I believe that the attack that was used by the enemy was the homosexual spirit, and now this time they're launching the spirit of this antichrist through this drug dealers. Why? Because as I've said, when this pandemic comes, this another pandemic comes again, we will be like a lockdown at homes. So previously in COVID season, that's what happened as well. Like you know, these drug dealers, of course, they will not stop their business. They're evil. They don't mind what happened to the people. So they will harass individuals, harass our family members if we will not be careful. The same pattern will repeat itself. That people will be like terrorized and forcefully addicted, you know, with these illegal drugs. And in the global scale, that's also what's gonna happen. And right now, because this is like more violent evil spirits, you remember in Matthew chapter 12, right, Luke chapter 11 and Mark chapter 3, you know, when the devil was ousted out, and then the Lord cleans the house, right? He goes out and he's trying to find another place, but if he cannot find anything, he will come back. But when he comes back to the clean house that is swept by the Lord and with garnish, he will take with him a more like stronger devils with him, and try to infiltrate again and illegally squat on that house, on that person. This is what the devil is doing right now, because the kingdom of the Lord has come. The Lord is oosting out this homosexual spirit, are now like uncovered their agenda. They're like, they want tolerance, but they are very intolerant of others. They are the ones who's like violating the rights of others. So now you know, because of course men and women, real men and women are rising up, then this spirit is now like quieted. So now the devil like is taking with them a stronger and more violent devils, which is the spirit of this violent drug dealers. Of course, these are like murderers already, like in a different level, lawlessness. They don't have rules, right? So like, again, this is not a happy news. I'm not saying this lightly, but this is actually like we have to be very careful to our brothers and sisters who has these family members who's like you know, they're trying to come clean. These devils will try to come back to them, and at this point, at this time, will really like, the intention is to kill. The intention is to kill. So what can we do? Because as I've said, I've seen myself there. I was so traumatized with the attack. I was like, I just want to hide myself. And I believe that's what's going to happen to some of us if we will not rise up today, because of the traumatic experience with what we're with what's going to happen to our family members. We will felt like we will felt bad about the Lord, why He has not protected our families. But then this is why the Lord is telling us. He is informing us, like prior to the attack of the devil, so that we can rise up, that we really snatch our family away from this evil doings, also that we are not we will not take lightly. Sometimes, you know, we are like not tolerating, at times we are also like advising our family members. But at this time, it's not just a mere advice. It's not just a mere advice that will help them. It is really like casting out this devil and letting them be freed with this addiction and with this these vices in their lives. Without the Lord, without repentance, without really turning their lives unto God, nobody will be safe. Nobody will be safe, because it's the only thing that will shield us. And the Lord said, those whom put their trust in God, and those who really declare that God is their refuge, that's the only people who can call unto God, and He will answer. In Psalms 91, the protection is there, but we have to avail the protection of the Lord by closing in the door from any evil and satanic attacks. Because if we will put leave a loophole to them, they will sneak in and rob. We know the devil there's just three things that he robs, then he kills, and then he destroys. And we think that it doesn't have any relation with us, but when something happened to our place, to our country, to our surroundings, it becomes unsafe. It also boomerangs to us. It creates, like, this spirit will create terror. That's the intention. So what are we going to do? As I've said, we have to rise up. We have to become strong as well, to ooze out the devil. This is the only way. This is the only way we can snatch our family, even us, to have peace and to have safety in our surroundings, and even in the global world, in the global event, that really, like, the government will come strong. In the borders, what's happening in the US, and also in our country, like how these drugs are being smuggled. We have to pray against it, that it will be uncovered, that the people who's really like tolerating this act will not go like unpunished, but that this would come to an end. Praise God. This is I believe the warning, and I believe the height of this, it's gonna happen in March. As I've said, tonight it begins the Chinese New Year, and now the traveling and all, and the beginning of this pandemic will sneak in. This is the night that it's gonna happen. But thank God, once again, we have the protection of the Lord. This is what I want to share in this video, my brothers and sisters. I hope that it's not fear, that this will not create fear amongst us, but really instead of fear, this fight. Actually, I'm really being dealt with by the Lord, because we are taught by God to love like that, and we don't want to really confront people. We share the gospel, we speak the good news, but we don't really confront individuals, because we feel like that they got to decide for themselves. But at this time, we cannot go soft. We really have to persuade them, like what our Apostle Paul is saying, snatch them away from the darkness. Because as I've said, the enemy is coming strong, but we got a stronger man with us. Greater is he who lives in us than he that is in the world. But we have to rise up. We have to rise up, and now we need to be bold. Not just passive, not just advising, not just motivating, and not just sharing the gospel with kindness, but we need to come strong, enough is enough. Something like that. So God bless you, my brothers and sisters. This is once again Sister Y. I hope you see I see you in my next video. And thank you for my subscriber. I have 4 subscribers now. It's actually exciting. So I hope you also subscribe to my channel, and that along the way the Lord teaches really what do we need to do. God bless you. Bye.